violence, this is non-fiction. So excuse if the content is offensive, it's official. Now that we have been acquainted, this is my pleasure, my pain, you were entertained.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy NONPFIXION coming back at you one more time with a brand new reaction, and this time the reaction is for Marvel Studios' Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. First off, the main character, Shang-Chi, is being played by Chinese-Canadian actor Simu Liu. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm not, please let me know in the comments and I will definitely fix it. But today was his birthday, and Disney/Marvel surprised him with a trailer. There's not supposed to be a trailer for at least a month or two, I believe, since the movie's not dropping until September. So it's a surprise to all of us and a great gift for him. And thank you, Marvel, for dropping this. Once again, this character is Shang-Chi, also known as Master of Kung Fu or and Brother Hand. So let's just get right to the trailer. Let's just get to the trailer. Let's not wait anymore, because I'm excited. I hope you're excited. All right, let me close those windows. All right, here we go.
I gave you 10 years to live your life.
Now you see me rise.
Why is she looking like that?
And where did that get you?
Thanks. She made that dude train so much.
You walked in my shadow.
See the rings around the wrists?
I trained you. So the most
Beating the
dangerous
crap out of
people
him.
in the world couldn't kill you. Son, it's time for you to take your place by my side.
You better watch out, 'cause it's my time. The power in this whole mind.
That's not going to happen.
The visuals just look amazing. Colors. Well, it looks beautiful.
You
Was
can't
he running with a tiger? Or a lion, I'm sorry?
really are.
That looks good old San Francisco. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Oh, not the Tesla.
We make a good team.
The 3rd, okay, September 3rd. And pause that. I want to watch it again. I love how it looks. I'm ecstatic to finally get some true martial art comic book characters. Let's just watch one more time. One more time, you guys. One more time. I'm just excited. I'm excited. To be a detonator, you gotta be putting in work.
I gave you 10 years to live your life.
Now you see me rise.
And where did that get you?
Just using the boy. Making him do all that crazy.
Shadow.
So I'm assuming with the blue, those were the bands
I trained you.
wrist gauntlets.
So the most dangerous people in the world couldn't kill you. Son, it's time for you to take your place by my side.
You better watch out, 'cause it's my time.
I can't wait to see this.
That's not
visuals, man. That right there looks so cool.
You can't outrun
And I believe that's his sister.
who you really are.
Who are you?
This was cool. Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Oh God.
Hold on, everybody!
You almost lost your life, girl.
We make a good team.
Man, when I first started watching Aquafina, it was probably like some years ago when she used to have this TV show where she used to be in this little small space and she'd have a little tiny desk and she'd do random interviews with different people. Sometimes be on the street doing interviews with people, and I knew that she was gonna do some great things. But let's just say how first off that finally we get some character who's going to bring us into the martial arts world. Um, Shang-Chi, like I said, also known as Master of Kung Fu, Brother Hand. And this is not a comic book that I ever read, I'd ever seen when I was younger. When I was older, I wasn't too familiar with it. I seen little bits and pieces about it. Um, but from what I gathered, did a little slight research. Shang-Chi, he's a spin-off character from Sax Rom's licensed property, which is basically Fu Manchu. Fu Manchu is also part of the story, but because of how he's depicted in period, it's Marvel will not be using that character because of how he's a stereotype. He's a Chinese stereotype. And Marvel's not trying to go that route with this character. So the Fu Manchu character and the Mandarin are kind of being amalgamated together, and that's why in this story, Shang-Chi is going to be the son of the Mandarin. That's really what's going on. And just to give a history of how we even got to this point, this character ties Marvel to DC. And you probably say, well, how do they tie Marvel to DC? It's loosely, but in like 1972, the Marvel tried to acquire the rights to adapt the story of Kung Fu: The Legend Continues. And Kung Fu is a television program that is owned by Warner Communications. And Marvel was looking to bring in Chinese characters or even characters into their world to expand on and create comic books around. And so they went to adapt. They went to purchase Kung Fu, and Warner said no. Warner being the owners of DC Comics. So Marvel acquired the comic book rights to Sax Rohmer's pulp villain character, which is Dr. Fu Manchu. And Fu Manchu in their comics is the father of Shang-Chi. So they later developed Shang-Chi as being an unknown son of Fu Manchu, and the story that goes on from there. And also, if you haven't already noticed, Shang-Chi is loosely modeled after the image of Bruce Lee. So that's pretty dope. And now, just like as far as characters that can come into this story, there's so many because he's connected to the Colleen Wing and Misty Knight. He's connected to Iron Fist, connected to White Tiger. He's connected to Moon Knight. He's connected to Captain Marvel. I mean, not Captain Marvel, Captain America. He's connected to Heroes for Hire. Like he's connected to Danny Rand. He's also part of Secret Wars, the Secret Wars storyline. He spends time in Kong Long, which is where Danny Rand becomes the Iron Fist. So will we see Danny Rand being featured in this storyline before he becomes Iron Fist? Is that what's going to happen? Because we know that Netflix had the rights. Netflix released the rights in 2018 and 2019. So Daredevil, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones are all back in the hands of Marvel. We know for sure that Daredevil, Luke Cage, and Danny Rand, Iron Fist are all coming to the MCU. Not too sure about Jessica Jones. We know Luke Cage, the guy who played Luke Cage, supposedly is in the works of signing a new contract. Finn Jones will not be reprising his character because he's getting another series on Disney Plus that will keep him away from filming for Iron Fist. So, will we be seeing a new character, maybe a Chinese American character, who comes in to play, or Chinese Canadian, or just Chinese character who comes in to play the new Danny Rand? Or are we sticking to the same blue eyes, blonde hair, blue eyes, brown hair based Danny Rand? We've had multiple versions of Danny Rand. I wonder which way we're going with. So, anyways, this story, the visuals just in this quick teaser trailer, which teaser trailers are not supposed to be 2 minutes. This was an actual trailer, and it looks amazing. Those fight scenes in the forest with the greens and the yellows and how they were sticking out, the movement reminds you of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. And if you've never seen that, that is one of the most epically beautiful cinematic martial arts movies I've seen. And there's others, but that one was just amazing. But it gives you that feel. It's gonna look like it's gonna be some great martial arts in this story. For me, this makes me happy because my father, who's much older, and me and him connected and bonded through watching classic martial arts movies and TV shows. And so this right here this will make my dad super giddy. He loves martial arts. Like, he's a big fan of old classic Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan. Like there's so many characters we've seen in comic books, not comic books, but in martial arts movies that I don't know who he hasn't seen. You know what I'm saying? He's not really into like anime and stuff like that, but if you throw a martial arts movie in front of him, he will watch the hell out of it. And I think this will be one of those movies that my dad, and even my dad's generation, who grew up off of the 70s and 80s martial arts movies and the westernized kung fu flicks, would actually like. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be a good story. And it's a comic book. You can't beat that. Anyways, I am just going to talk forever. I see that already. But let's not just talk forever. And let's get ready to end this reaction. So I hope you enjoyed my reaction. I hope you enjoyed the little bit of knowledge I dropped on the character. I'm going to do some more research, possibly even go and purchase the first comic book so I can read it for myself. And with that being said, you guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for clicking that button. I appreciate you. I love you. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, noon, wherever you are in the world today. Call a friend. Call a family member. Say hello. Check on them. See how their day was. Tell them you love them. If they're close, give them a hug. I appreciate you. I love you. Good night, y'all. Peace out.